What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach, who will be doing a live trading session, live analysis and live discussion as we do every trading day, Monday to Friday. Today is last day of trading week, so we need to see how the price action is doing in gold and all the pairs. As you have seen yesterday, we finished our session with a trade on Usdjpy, in addition to all other trades that we are posting in our channel, and that was an awesome trade that, as you have seen, it hit the profit target in just next hour. So today is the last day of trading week, guys. Make sure you stick till the end. Last day of trading week is always some kind of reversal night, you can say, in Sydney or in your zone, something else. But based on how the price action is doing as the weekly ending, and we could find really good trades if there is any, as news is coming also tonight in Sydney. It is in the morning, or in your zone maybe in the daytime, so there could be some good trades. Also, there is a new week coming, and as you can see, this week was really awesome. All the pairs started to trend, and that's a good opportunity. We took many of that opportunity already. Now, if you want to learn and know more about it, I will request you to stick till the end until we end this session. There is a lot of surprise. And before I begin, make sure you smash the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. So let's begin today's session to see, in fact, what's happening. As you can see, gold started to push up as expected. We always this week were bullish in gold, and gold did its job, exactly moved along the direction. So the position the gold is in, if we look at the weekly, we see that gold has created a very strong bullish, very strong. Now gold in a zone where it is facing resistance, but what I think that we still could see, still gold is bullish whole month. What I think that gold is going to push up. If you look at the monthly, as you can see, gold already reached a monthly 20 period moving average. It's a very important zone. In my opinion, gold is likely to go to this resistance level. It is highly likely that gold will move even in the next week. If you look at the weekly price action, we see that there's a big move happen on gold, and so it is still probably we could see some retracement later today. Looking at the daily, after the previous day's big move, today the price didn't move much. It's a doji, it's forming a doji. Still the day is not over, but this is what happened. You see, when there is a big bullish candle followed by a doji, big bullish candle followed by a doji. Now big bullish candle is being followed by a doji. Some of you are saying that selling gold, but I don't recommend to sell in a strongly rising market. Okay, trading is all about understanding the trend, is very important. So the people who trade with the trend, they normally don't, over the long term, they shouldn't lose money unless they have a very bad trading psychology. But trading psychology is very, very important in terms of also understanding the market. So with that in mind, we'll see what happened. We have opened quite a few trades, and most of them are profitable. As you can see, also I have given up one trade yesterday in Usdjpy in this YouTube live. Some of you have said that I have, so Usdjpy trade that we have opened in YouTube live from here, and also given to the students, is turned to be a profitable trade, as you have seen that yesterday, and still it has gone further down. So understanding the market structure is very important. See, Usdjpy dropped in the direction of the trend, and that is why I have opened the trade. Let me know in the chat section how many of you got profit on Usdjpy, guys. Let me know in the comment section, chat section, so that I know that you are up to with that trade. Or if you want to know more about this trade, analysis than I can do further. So with that said, let's begin today's session. Let me look at the chart, how it is doing. Okay, Ati, hi, thank you very much, Ati Mohammed. Mamin, hi coach, good evening, good day, Ati. Same to you, sir, no problems. Favor, hi coach, please raise your voice. Hi coach, I can't hear you. Okay, should be voice is low. Okay, probably this could be the reason. Voice low, why? So all good now? Can you let me know? Okay, Gil, can you hear me now properly? Can you let me know? Is the voice is okay now? Probably this one should be okay. Okay, very good. Thank you very much. Let me know. I just adjusted the sound system, so let me know if still there is an issue, because the voice is very important that everyone can hear my sound properly. Okay, very good. Okay, very good. All right, thank you very much. Probably I have to move it a little bit that way. Okay, yep, should be fine now. Okay, so anytime if you find any difficulty in hearing me, definitely let me know in the chat. So let's begin today's session, how it is doing. Okay, let me know, let me see which way the market is heading. So starting with, as I told you, we started with gold. So gold, the price action is still bullish. Okay, but as I told you that I'm not gonna recommend to sell. This is the mindset that we need to develop as a trader. Trading with the trend is very, very important. Even if you are losing, you need to trade with the trend. This is the key things that every profitable trader knows, the secret of trading with the trend. Okay, very good. Thank you very much. Awesome. So trading with the trend is very, very important, guys, that you understand how to trade with the trend. So let's look at now what trade going on, how it is going on. Okay, so let me first look at some of the pairs. So AUD NZD, as I told you when we are in the session, this candle was forming. It was a very strong rejection from the bottom on AUD NZD, and we bought AUD NZD. We got full profit in it. Okay, and let me look at now, looking at the weekly perspective, as there is a news coming tonight as well. Let's look at the Forex Factory, the news calendar, to see in fact which way the market will be heading. So tonight USD news is coming at 2 a.m. which is in Sydney time, 2 a.m. So probably we will end before that session, but we will have a clear idea of what might happen, because that one might give us a good trading opportunity on that news announcement. So we see that in fact very aggressive move on USD and Euro and Gbpusd. So it is important that we keep eye on it. So let's look at first of all Euro USD, which is monthly price action, very aggressively bullish. Okay, now what we have seen that Euro USD started its bullish trend. What I think that now, because it started a bullish trend after a long period of time, but I think that euro dollar might even break this green dodges high. It might break this high, highly likely it will break this high and then probably will create a lower high with this or a higher low, and then will come back down. Okay, so for me now euro dollar is heading to 1.07849. now why I think that way is because in my experience I have seen that normally when a market bounce from a very important level of, especially in a monthly support zone, it normally goes in a way that it breaks the market structure and then come back again. So what is the market structure for euro dollar? Let's look at it. So this, see, if you want to be a trader, then this is the key points, guys. This is the real education. You can find this, you can justify this education in the real chart, and then you'll know exactly how, if it is something that I'm talking about is right or wrong. So euro dollar, looking at the monthly price action, this is the market structure for euro dollar. Okay, if we look at weekly, it will be much easier to understand. Let's go to the weekly. Okay, now if we look at the weekly, okay, on the weekly we may not see this green candle. Okay, let's keep on the monthly. So what do you see? That euro dollar has created a double top, and then see that this is the market structure for euro dollar. Okay, and we see that this is the price action, this is the market structure for euro dollar. Now as euro dollar has bounced from this very important monthly level of support, what you could see that euro dollar has done something like that and then again coming back down. So if we separate that market like this, you see that this is what I'm telling you. If you know this secret, it becomes much easier for you to understand the market. Now why? You can keep that screenshot and you'll see that almost it did it. Why did that? Because as I told you, the euro dollar created a double top here on the monthly perspective, and then every month creating series of lower high and lower low. So we have seen a couple of waves down, you see, series of lower high and lower low. So this is the downtrending market structure in euro dollar. Now with the downtrend, what we have seen, the market bounced from here. Now it has created reversal. Now when you see the price bounce from such an important level, especially on the monthly, in almost all cases you see that it will go up to break this market structure. So what is mean by breaking market structure? A market structure is for a downtrend. A market structure is when the price creates series of lower high and lower low, and it maintains that market structure. That means that the price, in a sense, if it wants to maintain the market structure, it should have bounced from here, right, to maintain the market structure. But instead what it will do, it will break this market structure, okay, and then will come back down. So what we understand from this is that now we will be only buying euro dollar, okay, no selling. We could see some retracement, some breakdown on the lower time frame, but we will be waiting for a buy setup. So this one pair will give you many answer of other pairs. So that means that on gold will not be selling for the time being. On Gbpusd also will not be selling for the time being. On US30 indices will not be selling for the time being. So that is why once you understand one pair properly, you understand many pairs, how the market might move. Okay, so with that being said, let's look at now how euro dollar might be doing. Okay, okay, so as you can see on euro dollar, there has been a very strong rejection to the upside, followed by this correction, smaller correction. Okay, strong rejection, smaller correction. Now it has gone for another impulse. Okay, this is the weekend. What the best place for buying euro dollar. What I think that because there will be a weekly close on euro dollar, what I think that euro dollar is likely to do is, let's look at the daily and 4-hour again. This is the support zone, important, right? And also this is also a support zone. Okay, looking at daily, weekly. So what I think euro dollar is likely to do, because it's a very strong bullish move based on how this weekly candle is closing, in next week we could see some retracement on euro dollar coming back down again to this so with that previous resistance turning support, what we could see on euro dollar is later today we might see some retracement, and what I will be waiting for a buy setup. Now at this point, this is weekend, as I told you that I will not be selling at all in such a strong rising market. We will be only selling in this market. Okay, so pardon me, buying in this market. I'm distracted a little bit, I'm sorry about it. So what we will be waiting for euro dollar is a bullish setup. So what we'll do is, as this is the weekend, there is only one red candle in this level. As you can see, it's a big move happen on euro dollar. There is a narrow red candle that can provide us a very, very strong support zone in this level. So what you could see that euro dollar is coming back down to that level, and from this level we can expect a bullish move, and the price is at the top. Okay, weekend. Now if you are buying euro dollar now, will not be a good idea, and also selling is not a good idea. So we'll see how in the progression of this session, but we have a clear idea of how the market might be moving later. So yeah, this is the main thing that we need to understand. First of all, which way we will be trading. Okay, so this is very, very important that we understand which way we will be trading. All right, so let me look at the chat, how it is doing. Okay, Nicholas, hello Nicholas, thank you. Chui, hello coach, how are you? I'm good. Chui, Ati, your voice is very low, sir. I think that now looks good, isn't it? Good morning, boss from Costa Rica. You are a great teacher. Gil, you are a great teacher too. Good profit, thank you very much. It's clear, no problems. Can you take off your 4 eyes? Okay. Good afternoon to US30. Hello, Kakulan. Dolly Yen, yep. Ravinder, good day, sir. Yeah, EuroCAD is moving in the same way as Euro USD. I believe in an uptrend. EuroCAD is moving the same. Yep, I think Euro is in uptrend. Okay, Euro is in uptrend, and Euro dollar also is in an uptrend. So selling in an uptrend is not a good idea at all. Okay, selling in an uptrend is not a good idea. So always keep in mind that it is important that you hold on along the direction of the trend. Okay, so I'm just looking at all of them to see in fact which one is doing what. So Usdjpy has a very strong rejection from the bottom. Including CHFJPY. So you just sold that, but it has a very strong rejection. So we see, in fact, euro is very stronger at the moment, as you can see, including euro dollar. Let's look at GBP USD, also looking a very stronger. Okay, now as I told you that in the weekend we could see some movement to the downside as the market is overextended, and if you look at the weekly price action on GBP USD, we have seen that this is in fact created a bullish engulfer. But as I told you that it started a bullish move, okay, including GBP USD, euro dollar. So next buy zone, for example, for GBP USD will be this. Okay, this is a very important level, or this. If you look at the daily, okay, this is what it is. What I think that GBPUSD is likely to do today, we might see a little move push up or even closing here in the next 2 sessions, and then in the new trading week we might see retracement to the downside to this level, and then we could see that British pound US dollar is pushing to the upside, including euro dollar. Okay, even it could go up even after this candle as well, because this one also closing as a bullish candle, which is still 1 hour remaining, but looks like that this one is going to close as a pin bar. Okay, so if it is closing as a pin bar, it is not impossible for the price to go up further, because it's a freshly changed downtrend to the uptrend. There's a lot of momentum in this market. If you look at the GBP USD, you can see how long this market was in an downtrend. Even you can't hold this here. Okay, starting from here, you see that how long it was in a downtrend. Now it starts change its trend, so you could potentially see very strong momentum in it. Okay, and that is why, see, understanding which way to trade is very important. Based on, see, there are a couple of things that as a trader you need to master, is what time frame you are trading, and based on that time frame which way you will be trading is very important. Okay, it's very important to understand as a trader. So with that in mind, then how you can sustain in this market to make money, to become a consistently profitable trader. I told many times, guys, the thing is that firstly, see, you have to have a strategy. Okay, it's very important that you have a strategy. Secondly, you have to have conviction on that strategy. Okay, now you might say, then what is a conviction? A conviction, okay, let me know how many of you are aware of what is a conviction. In fact, so let me know, let me see how many. See, strategy and conviction, then I will explain exactly how you can develop conviction on a strategy. But first, let me know how much of you know what is in fact a conviction. If you let me know in the chat, then will be helpful for me to understand actually where you are, so that I can explain exactly how you can develop a conviction on a strategy. Now before that, let's dive into another pairs. Go to the, let me look at the chat first. Okay, so gold, I see quite a few requests on gold, like going back to gold again. Now gold, as I told you, it is still bullish. There was a bullish move on gold, okay, a big bullish move, a little correction, another move. Okay, you see this red candle, the price is getting rejected from here, so that is a previous resistance which turned support. So this later today we might see further push on gold. Okay, or yeah, highly likely that we'll see another spike push on gold, maybe small, maybe big, but the price action is still bullish. Okay, and this red candle can give us a really significant protection for this drop. Now what it could do, we might see another push up, and then next week early we might see deeper retracement, probably will break this low, and then we might see another bullish move again. So based on the new market structure, we will understand in fact how gold price will be molding. But as I told you that this is a bullish market structure, so I will not be selling. Okay, I will not recommend to sell in this market. Conviction, no idea. Okay, so let me look at sir, you made my day. Okay, strong belief in a particular system or idea. Conviction. Okay, very good answer. Favor, conviction, no idea. Okay, please elaborate on conviction concept. Yeah, of course. Backtesting your strategy, to have faith in your strategy when going through some losses. So it's about okay, very good. I saw many of you has good idea. Okay, very good. Yeah, see, conviction. See, I'll go to the analysis again, but it's important. See, in any field, on your whatever, in your job, life, in trading, see how the things create. Like, let's say every one of you, including myself, in a life situation, right, where we are in a way we are, right, rich, poor, or middle class, we are in a place, right? So wherever you are in your life is based on your conviction. I will tell you how you can apply in your trading. It's very important, guys, trust me. Wherever you are in your life is based on your conviction. Now what is a conviction? Now let me step by step break it down, and then you'll understand how you can create a conviction for trading to make money in autopilot. So it comes to the make money in autopilot. Now when we are very young, very small, we are told something, okay? We are told something from family, from society, from school, in a way the things works, okay? Now everyone's opinion is different. Even the school is different. Some school might be telling you in a way, some school other way, some family telling in a way. Based on who you are meeting with, based on who you grow up, parents, brothers, sisters, siblings, they will tell you something works like that, okay? This is the things, the way it is. And when they said, because we are very young in childhood, we have no choice to judge that. We accept it. So when you accept it, you create a belief. Now when we are adult, then we think more, when we develop an analytical mind. So with that sense, so first we think about something, okay? When we repeatedly think something multiple times, that thinking turns into a belief, okay? So when we believe, when you think multiple times repeatedly, it turns into a belief. Now when it turns into a belief, how it turns into belief, we start to look for proof. So when we repeatedly think, we start to pay attention. So there is a step missing. So when you repeatedly thinking something, you start to pay attention behind it. When you pay attention constantly, you start to look for proof. And when you look for proof, then you create a belief. And when you create that belief, okay, then you see more and more proof, and more proof, more and more stronger belief. You see more proof, and then belief becomes stronger. And at some point, that belief becomes automatic. So that means that you even don't need to look for proof. You see it's in your all the way, everywhere. You see that way. The things are that way. And then you create an environment, or you become in an environment where everything justify your conviction. So that is the situation where you have a conviction, and when you have a conviction, you create something in autopilot. Now, how does it applies in trading? Now, if you have a strategy, how many of you can truly tell me that you know a strategy that truly works? How many of you can tell me? Then if you can't tell with conviction that this strategy works, you can't make money from trading. Okay, so to make money from trading, you have to have a conviction on a strategy. That means that you, without any question, you know that this strategy works. How many of you can tell me that you know a strategy that you have conviction over it? And to develop that conviction on a strategy, you need to do back testing. Okay, how do you apply that? The same thing, when you first start a strategy, you start to pay attention to it. Okay, you say that, okay, this strategy I learned yesterday, like this, still new. This strategy, when the price come here in a trend, touch the moving averages and close above some rules, and it is giving me buy signal. Okay, this is the strategy. So you start to think about it, and when you multiple time you think about it, you start to pay attention to it. Okay, you start to pay attention that, okay, that's the strategy. I see a lot of trades like that. Okay, there is one here, there is one here, there is one here. All right, that's true. So you start to create a belief on the strategy, and then you say, okay, let's learn the strategy and then back test it. You start to take action and you start to back test the strategy. Okay, once you back test the strategy, you started to develop a stronger and stronger belief, and then you start to apply that strategy maybe in live account or demo account, and you saw some results behind it. You apply, you saw results, and over time you saw that this strategy makes money, and you develop a conviction. Once you develop a conviction, no one can make you to shake about that strategy that it will not work. And that's where you gain freedom as a trader, and that freedom you can use to leave your job if you are dreaming to live the dream life that you want to live. Probably you can start a prompt challenge to learn and earn, that. So there is a lot of ways you can create a conviction in your strategy. So hopefully that you understood it. I think that it's really helpful to you. Okay, Tong Dolly Yen, yeah. Okay, Daniel, okay, thank you very much. Haider from all Pakistan, thank you, Haider. So what is going on to GBP AUD? I think GBP AUD has gone up, but it will come back down again. So please, okay, no problems. Good day, coach. Please check US30 and AUD USD. No problems. Hello, sir. How much is the BIP group for signals? Carlos, you can go to the description area. There is a link in the description area. You can visit the website and you can find a link in the description area. You can see all the details on the website. Okay, Hadiza, sir, you made my joining day worthy. AUD NZD and NZD made my week. Okay, can you explain the strategies please behind the trades? Okay, very good, Hadiza, thank you very much. Okay, so let's go on this one. Let me quickly explain AUD NZD. Okay, this is the trade that we have taken during just after finishing our live session yesterday, which is turned to be a profitable trade. I think you're talking about this. Yeah, so AUD NZD, you see that when we are doing this live session, this is where we have seen a strong manipulation. AUD NZD created this very long bullish engulfer. Now if you look at our trend following strategy, we see a buy signal. This is according to our trend following strategy, this indicator available for all the lifetime X students. So this turned out to be right. So what we have seen that AUD NZD has created a very long false breakout, grabbed a lot of liquidity, created this bullish engulfer. Now after this kind of bullish engulfer, in the change of trend, when the trend was changing, when this one forming a doji, okay, keep in mind that in a very important zone, when you see a bullish or bearish engulfer formed, especially with a very strong liquidity grab followed by a doji, okay, now that doji has to be in a certain way, not all dojis, followed by a doji, it's a continuation pattern. Okay, there are two strategies still not on the website, which is almost at the end of the work, because before I giving this strategy to the students, I need to give them a full back tested result. I'm working on it. Two strategies coming to the new website is one, this one. Okay, when you see a very strong bullish engulfer or bearish engulfer in an important area, now that area and how the doji should be is the main internal things in the strategy that I may not be able to disclose everything, but what I'm telling that when you see this kind of bullish engulfer followed by a doji, now again the doji has to be in a certain way, not always. The doji has to have a certain condition in it. Is a continuation pattern. Okay, it can be in case of bullish engulfer with doji or bearish engulfer with doji. Now let me give you some proof of that so that you can create a conviction. See this one, very long bearish engulfer, strong bearish followed by a doji, continuation pattern. Okay, the same thing with this one here, but this one didn't form a doji. This one also fall into that category. Very strong bullish engulfer followed by a doji, created a strong bullish move. Okay, very strong bullish engulfer followed by a doji, continuation. Very strong bullish engulfer followed by a doji, continuation pattern. But as I told you, there are some criteria in it to fulfill to find incredibly profitable trader. Trading. So with that in mind, this one, see, strongly bullish engulfer followed by a doji, continuation pattern. Very strong, powerful strategy. Okay, now if you don't know that strategy properly, I told you almost 50% of the story of the strategy. Okay, the rest of the 50% I have to keep here because it's a strategy, and no profitable trader in the world will share their strategy with you completely for free. That's, I'm being brutally honest, but I give education, everything for free in this live channel. But if you want to learn that strategy in detail with all the secrets, then you can visit the website. You can join us in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So with that said, let's go to the analysis part. What we see that on gold, let's go back to gold again. Okay, so this candle is going to close after as you can see, after how many minutes? 49 minutes. So what we see that there is kind of bearish price action is forming, but as I told you that gold over the long term is bullish, so I'm not gonna sell. Let's look at the 1 hour chart. Okay, see the live chat is not being displayed. Okay, probably didn't complete task for live chat, guys. 1 second, my apology. Okay, now this should be fine. Okay, so strong. Okay, let me look at it now. If you can see, coach, what time frame is the best to use TF indicator? Zainab, okay, very good question. What time frame is the best to use TF indicator? Now, the best time frame to use TF indicator is 4 hour and daily. That's the time frame mostly I use the TF indicator. So yeah, I'll say that 4 hour and daily is the most effective. You can see that USD CHF sell signal correctly came out on 4 hour. Okay, if you go to this NZDJPY that we closed, that one came out, but it didn't show here because it didn't in fact cross and didn't come back according to the rules. Dollar yen also came out, right? Okay. And AUD NZD. So yeah, let me know in the chat, guys, which one you are trading, so I know which one for you to look at. So do you teach Forex? Yeah, we teach Forex. Yeah, of course. Farkan, we are Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is the academy. This is the #1 trading academy you will find in the whole industry. You can check it out, the website link in the description. So gold now, buy or sell. So the gold now we are observing. Okay, gold is at the top, is in a bullish move. We are observing price action for bullish setup. Gold is bullish, so I'm not gonna sell gold, but at some point, as soon as I will find the opportunity, I will be buying gold. Okay, to run dollar yen, sir, please. Okay, we'll look if okay, but okay, so Versarna, sir, hi coach, we bought AUD NZD because there was a rejection from the bottom, but we sold CHFJPY given the same situation. Can you explain the difference? Thank you. Okay, very good question. Versana asked a very good question. Okay, AUD NZD we bought because there was a rejection. Okay, let's see why we bought AUD NZD. Okay, now when there was a strong rejection from here, this candle closed followed by a doji. Okay, we bought AUD NZD. Now why did I bought AUD NZD? Look at this market structure. Before this candle, before forming this candle, what it did, let me replay. So what it did, it formed a channel, right, like this, which is purely a bullish structure, right? When I told last time that how do you know a market is in fact a bullish or bearish, is so when you see the higher low, okay, like that higher low has been created, it's a bullish structure, right? So we see that AUD NZD came back down, created a nice looking bullish reversal structure. So this is a reversal price action. Now this price action is in fact looks like that it is waiting for a blowout, but before blowing out, what it did, it has formed a candle that has grabbed a lots of liquidity from the bottom. So it came down, okay, came back down and hit a lot of stop losses and then closed above with a long bullish engulfer. So that is why, and then we wait for the doji to be formed, right? A certain way doji. Now with that doji, we see that in fact that's a continuation pattern and the prices start to shoot up. So this is why we bought AUD and ZD. Now CHFJPY, the same situation, but why we sold CHFJPY is because if you look at CHFJPY and AUD and ZD, you can't see same kind of situation. You see that AUD and ZD already created a bullish structure, so it is in fact now ready to break the high and ready to go up, right? And also if you look at daily on AUD and ZD, when the price here, let me draw that level, okay, when the price was here on the daily, it was here, and there is a daily 20 MA which is approaching, and we see the price grab liquidity, means it is ready to go up. There is a daily 20 MA previous swing low. We know that the price is gonna go up and hit that 20 MA, and that is why we bought. In terms of CHFJPY, okay, CHFJPY, you see that what it did, if you look at this, you don't see any structure like that on CHFJPY, okay? It is still in a downtrend, okay? So it has a rejection, means it has gone up to test this previous resistance, support down resistance, and from here highly likely that it will have a rejection again, at least certain level it should come back down, okay? This is how CHFJPY price action is forming. But look at this one here, the same thing. When you see a strong bullish candle, you bought. But for CHFJPY, still didn't form any kind of bullish structure, so the trend is still down. And in a downtrend, when the price reach to this previous support turning resistance, we can expect another rejection, okay? If you look at the monthly, the price action is still bearish, okay? So that is why we sold CHFJPY and we bought AUD and ZD. So hopefully that you understood it. Thank you very much. Momentum trend following swing trade, very good. 4 hour best time frame, awesome. Euro dollar testing monthly resistance, yeah, we'll look at it. Either Kenyatta, top of the day from Lincoln, Nebraska, coach. Yeah, thank you. Sorry I'm late. What you thought on AJ and GJ? Thank you very much, Kenyatta. We'll look at AJ and GJ and then we'll find out how we can trade it. EU is in monthly resistance. You look at it. What is TKF indicator? Okay, Arcanum. So it's basically TF indicator, Arcanum. So TF indicator is an indicator developed in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Is basically our trend following strategy translated into a Pine script. So we have every strategy in the world has a rules. So TF strategy is my favorite. Trend following strategy has rules. So if you learn that strategy, you will look for the trade that will satisfy the rules, right? But once you have that indicator, you can have access through TradingView, and also there is a MT4 version available. So once you install that, you can see the buy and sell signals. But as I told you, you can't rely fully on the indicator, because you need to understand the strategy. Sometime in any indicator in the world will not always give you all the correct signals, so you need to filter out some bad signals that may happen, as you know the strategy, but it's using as a scanner so that you know where to look for. Once, for example, you see like that, okay, there are two buy here, which one is satisfying the rules? You don't have to look at all the charts, you know exactly where to look for, and you easily can find the trade. Okay, so you know the rules, you know the, and then you saw that there are two buy. Okay, let me look at it. I see buy here. Is it according to the rules of the strategy? Very easy to take the decision. So that's a great addition to Forex Trading Wizard Academy. If you are our lifetime member, you will have access to this indicator in your from your student dashboard in the website using either TradingView or from MetaTrader 4. Thank you very much. Rizwan Cat CH, look at it. Sherry sir, can you check silver? Look at it, Dale. I don't often use any indicator, but one indicator that is my strategy is RSI, mostly to use it for RSI divergence at key areas. Do you use RSI in any way? If you can explain. Okay, very good. I have never in this talk about RSI in this live session. Let's talk about RSI. How many of you use RSI? Let me know. I have never talked about RSI in live session, I remember. So let's talk about RSI as well to see in fact how many of you use RSI. Okay, let me know first in the chat how many of you use RSI so that I know exactly what to cover in RSI. TY for your time, you are also very generous. Thank you very much for your appreciation. Jaxas US oil, please. Yeah, thank you very much. How much is it to join your live member? Yeah, a few minutes, no problems. Economy, you can find a link in the description, and also at the chat, at the top of the chat there is website link is given. If you go to the website, you can see clearly all the informations. If you have any question, there is a live agent 24-hour available for you. You can ask any question, no problems at all. Okay, very good RSI. Okay, let's talk about RSI. Let me first put up RSI. So I'll tell you everything in what you need to know about RSI. Okay, so this is RSI standard settings. If you double click on it, okay, so this is standard setting. We'll keep everything same as it is. Now what is RSI? RSI is called a momentum indicator. Okay, so there is another one I used to use a lot, CCI, also same like RSI. So RSI is called a momentum indicator. Is basically will give you a market either overbought or oversold or standard, like not oversold or not overbought. So the first thing, most people uses RSI for divergence. So I'll tell you what is a divergence now. So what is RSI is, in the abbreviation, is called the relative strength index. So you see that RSI here I put on my chart. Now in RSI there are three parts here. Okay, so from 0 till 100. So these settings, you see that this one here is 100, this is 50, this is 0. Normally if the price is below 30, so if you put a 30 here, if you put a 70 here, so normally as a rule of thumb, if the price below 30, then it is called an oversold. So in fact, okay, the price already set like that. Let me delete that. Okay, so this dotted line you see is the 30 line, and this dotted line you see is 70 line. Okay, so when the price above, like below this 30 zone, that is called an oversold market. And when the price is above this 70 line, that is called an overbought market. Now you can't sell or buy based on only overbought and oversold. This will not work out. So it's basically an added confluence most traders use. Sometimes I also use. So what is a divergence then? Divergence is like this. Say when you see a market, for example, starting from here, it has an impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse, like this, right? The market moves like that. So when the market moves like that, there is an agreement between RSI and the market structure. The agreement is that, for example, as a rule of thumb, when the market move like this, creating series of higher high and higher low, RSI also does like this, something like this, okay? It also creates a higher high and higher low. Very simple, okay? But when the market, at some point, you could see that the market creating still series of higher high and higher low, but RSI failed to create higher high and higher low. Instead, RSI breakdown start to create lower low and lower high, and then the disagreement happened between RSI and price action, and that is called a divergence. So when you spot a divergence, you know that something is going to happen very soon, okay? And based on that, some people even trade only divergence. That's fine if you have a back tested strategy. So now let me tell you now why we need to know the oversold and overbought. Normally the divergence is more high effective when it happens in an overbought or an oversold market conditions. For example, let me show you a couple of divergences here. Okay, let me find one, and then you'll see how the divergence work. Okay, let me go to the 15 minutes so to find more. Okay, you see there is a one here. Let me bring it very close so that you understand it. Let me draw the vertical line here, okay? You see this line? Make it be a little bit smaller. Okay. And then see this one here. Okay. Now what you see, can you see that clearly a divergence? So what did the price did from this move? It came down and then create a higher high, right? Clear higher high, but the RSI failed to do so. RSI couldn't create any new higher high, okay? So if you connect these two lines that created a higher high and connect these two lines, you see a disagreement between the price action and the RSI. That is called a divergence. So what divergence tells that is basically there is a disagreement, so it's look like a fake move, and after that we could see that there is a drop, and that can be used in your trading, okay? So hopefully that you understood it. Let's delete that because I don't keep too many indicators on my chart. All right, so hopefully you understood. Let's go back to our regular analysis. So keep in mind that, guys, price action trading is the key, okay? So I mostly use pure price action in my trading, and I love trading based on price action. Is the true measure of the market is the price action. Okay, so just looking at all of them. So we see the dollar is continue to be stronger. Okay, USD CHF also very strongly bearish. So dollar got very strongly bearish against all the major pairs. So let me look at the chat. Sanvi, hello sir, thank you very much. Sir, thank you. I haven't used it in the past. Okay, very good. How much is join? Okay, thank you very much for explaining. No problems, thank you very much. Awesome. So let's look at now the market is really changing. GBP/JPY, guys, if you look at the weekly, we see that after this bearish engulfer, another drop, and what I think that we might see, yeah, I still think that it's still bearish, but at some point we could see reversal on GBP/JPY because the price action, the price is almost near the monthly doji, and what I think that after testing this level on the monthly, GBP/JPY will have a bounce from this zone, from this monthly support zone. If you look at the weekly, we see this also bearish. Looking at the daily, strongly bearish. Looking at the 4-hour, okay, which is has dropped from here aggressively, so which is a bearish price action. Okay, so after 2 sessions the weekly close will come. What I think that GBP/JPY might slowly create some bullish price action. It almost came to the level of support zone, okay, because if you look weekly, okay, what I think that even tonight we might see some bullish move, and then from that next week we could potentially see some bullish move. Okay, it's possible even before coming to this level because the price already back to back 2 week drops, so there is a probability slowly to turn into a bullish market on GBP/JPY. Thank you. Explain. I say no problems. What do you think on CA? No problems. Hi sir. Vince asks a question. Hi sir, I'm trying to master highs and lows with entries on similar time frame. Trying to master highs and lows with entries on similar time frame confuses me. Do you mind just Vince asked a very good question. Hi sir, I'm trying to master highs and lows with entries on similar time frame. Confuses me. Do you mind just analyze a chart from higher time frame to lower time frame and where to enter? Okay, so we do all that like that. Okay, we always analyze a chart from higher time frame to the lower time frame in all our analysis, in all our trading. But for entry from higher time frame to the lower time frame, for entry you need to have a specific, as I told you, entry is the very important, the most important part of trading is entry. Okay, if you have a specific strategy, then only you can know where to enter. There is a saying that The most important part in trading is to understand when to enter. So let me give you a couple of examples on when to enter. I will create more videos on YouTube, this kind of stuff, so that you guys can understand it, when to enter a trade. Now if you look at this Gbpusd, let me tell you when to enter. See, the most profitable strategy in the world, you can say, in my opinion, is to understand the liquidity gap. Okay, very important, because it's all about buying and selling in the market. Okay, so if you understand the liquidity gap, it shouldn't be much difficult for you to make money from this market. So what is liquidity gap is that I explained many times, but let me tell you again, and you'll see proof over and over again. See, when you see an important level that is valued, an important level, when that level is violated, violating an opposite direction of the trend, that is where the high probability big trades lies. Okay, again I'm telling you, when you see an important level in any time frame is violated, okay, and then price has come back below, which we can say a false breakout or a manipulation happen, that is where the big trade lies. See, why did I replaying this chart on Gbpusd? If you see this market is a very coherent market. As you can see on Gbpusd, first of all, the price created a double top nicely, has broken down from this reversal with this green candle. Okay, the price nicely tested this previous support zone, which turned resistance, and then you sold, everyone sold from here. The price came back down nicely. Nice trade, right? Very good trade. Now what happened next? Look at this one here. See, this candle is a super important candle, a very, very important candle. Now this candle is, according to the rules of our strategies, it's also a trading candle. Now if you look at this one, why it is so important is that the price already created a level here with this, okay, which this doji, where the previous support turned resistance, right? So, and many traders put their stop loss here, right, in that zone. And when this level is violated and then came back down, that is where you need to pay attention for entry. Okay, for entry. And when you understand this liquidity gap, an important level, that you can recognize this kind of entry candle where you can find unimaginably profitable trades. So let's assume that you understood it and you open the trade as soon as the candle closed, you went short and you put your stop loss above and you target 5 times, easily achievable. You see that? So that is what you need to understand, that liquidity gap is very, very important. And as I told you that I have a strategy, and that strategy now I'm back testing and preparing for in all time frame based on liquidity gap. This is the number one strategy you'll ever find. So this strategy is applicable in all time frame. Okay, you can apply in 1 minute's time frame to 4 hour daily time frame, because liquidity gap happens in all time frame. Okay, and interestingly, if you are patient enough, you easily can apply this liquidity gap in your higher time, in your lower time frame, because when the price reach that zone, it creates a pattern, okay, that you easily can understand. So then you might say, well, then how do I find it? So you need to be patient to wait for this kind of trade, and once you find that, use it. That's them. So to understand it, you need to be able to identify the important levels where are the important levels. For example, the most important some levels, for example, when you see a double top, the price went to test this previous support down resistance, very very important level, because that is where the trend reverse, early trend riding is from that place. And there are some, for example, monthly support, monthly resistance are very very important, daily resistance, daily support, and wait for the false breakout, come back, then you can buy or sell. Okay, George asked a very good question. Hi coach, how many pairs do you advise one should focus on? Look, it depends on what time frame you are trading. Very important, you need to understand it, say, or what kind of trader you are. Let's say if you are scalping, I would say that even one pair is enough. For example, if you are scalping, one pair is enough. I mean, scalping means there are many kinds of scalping. We scalp sometime in 4-hour time frame, then you need to focus many pairs. But scalping in 1 minute, probably you can focus on 2 pairs, GBP, JPY, gold, or like that. Because if you are trading in 1 minute, 5 minutes time frame, it's impossible to focus on many pairs. But if you are trading on, let's say, on 4-hour or even 1 hour or even daily, you need many pairs, because you will not find many trades in one pair. On GBPUSD, if you are trading on the 4-hour, you will find, if you are patient enough, even in the single week, how many trades you see that on GBPUSD, how many trades. But to find a lot of trade, you need to focus on, especially I would say that, let's say if you are trading on intraday 4-hour, then I would say you should focus on almost all major pairs, because normally traders trade after candle close, okay, or at the time of candle close is very important. And so in a day, how many candles closing in the 4-hour, you easily can focus on many pairs. But if you are trading on 15 minutes, maybe 5 pair, day trader 5 pair, 6 pairs, 5 pairs, 6 pairs, and swing trader maybe all of them, you know. So like that, they based on what kind of trader you are is very important. Tolian sir, you look at it, okay sir, analyze DXY please. So let's look at a DXY. Okay, so because as you know the dollar getting weaker, so DXY is bearish. If you look at the monthly, we see that DXY is in fact bearish after this doji, after testing this monthly trend line. DXY in fact started to drop, okay, and what we could see, what I think that DXY is likely to come back down a lot. It might even break this low, and then from there we might see a rise, which is almost opposite of euro dollar. So for me, DXY is strongly bearish. Weekly perspective, we have seen a drop, and this is what exactly I mentioned in my weekly forex forecast also. Now looking at daily, which is highly bearish. So what you will see, what I think that it will continue to drop next week also, and then from this kind of level we might see a reversal. So it is a strongly falling market after creating multiple consolidation. So we might see a lot of drop on DXY, and as soon as we will find entry, this is a nice looking bearish price action. Don't jump on a trade, but what I would say that once you see proper retracement, for me I will be selling. If I don't sell DXY, but I might sell euro dollar, GBPUSD, anything based on dollar related. So it's without any question, it's downtrend. That's that thing. going how fast CHF move down? We'll look at it. Vince, thank you, sir. If daily and 4-hour time frame give me direction, on which time frame would you use Fibonacci for reversal to enter? See, if daily and 4-hour time frame give you major direction, okay, so always higher time frame for the direction is important. And for Fibonacci, I don't only use Fibonacci for entry. So Fibonacci is just a tool that you can use to Fibonacci is a tool that you can use for additional confirmation, okay, because in many cases even Fibonacci will not give you full idea. Let's look at this one here. DXY has a big impulsive drop, right? Now with that correction, I am sure that it didn't complete the full Fibonacci level, minimum Fibonacci level. So minimum Fibonacci is 38.2% Fibonacci, okay, but it didn't go that much, okay. So Fibonacci is adding confluence. So adding confluence means, what do I mean by adding confluence? Adding confluence means, for example, trading is all about belief. So how does this work? For example, when this candle drop here, okay, some trader might believe that, okay, if the price hit this 20 EMA, will drop again, so there might be selling from here, okay. So some sell order came from this zone. Now some trader believe that, okay, if I place the Fibonacci like that, after 38.2% Fibonacci level, it will drop, okay. So let's say 10 trader believe about Fibonacci, so they sell from here. Another 10 trader believe that 20 EMA the price will drop, so 20 people sold. Now another 10 trader believe that this is the previous support zone which turned resistance, so this is the selling zone, so they sold from here, okay. Now you found 30 traders who sold from here. Now what is the advantage? This is the trading, right? So because 30 people believe that the price will drop from here, the price will drop from here, okay. So then the more confluence you are putting there, the more you are in the side of the belief, and then you will be in the same. So the market is called the self-fulfilling prophecy. So when let's say Fibonacci, as I told you, when Fibonacci, more and more people using Fibonacci, for example, if all the people in the world, all the traders use only Fibonacci for trading, nothing else, then what will happen, you know, whenever the price will go to the 38.2% Fibonacci level, it will fly like an aeroplane, the price, because everyone is selling from Fibonacci and everyone see proof of it. So that is what I initially called a conviction. So when something becomes conviction, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Self-fulfilling prophecy means like what you believe, you see proof. What you prove, this is what you believe. And when it becomes a conviction, it turns into a self-fulfilling prophecy. So self-fulfilling prophecy, again, if I explain in other aspect, is like, for example, let's say a man, okay, went to a grocery shop, and someone told that, what did sell, let's say said anything, for example, said that on the grocery shop, you doesn't look good, maybe said something like that, and he said, he lied to me, I'm good, okay, I look good. So he hold on his belief. Now on the way, someone saw him and said that, oh, you doesn't look good, okay. Now he started to doubt himself. Oh my God, this man said that in the grocery, he said that I'm not looking good. This man also saying, no, they are not right, I'm right, I'm good. Now when he came to in front of his house, maybe his best friend told him, you don't look good, and then he started to doubt. All those people are saying that I'm not good, or I'm not looking good. So he started to think about it. Okay, and then he went to his house and stand in front of the mirror and started to look at him, that what is the proof that I'm not looking. And then he started to see something in his, somewhere in his dress or somewhere, saying that okay, maybe because of this dress or because of this, that, maybe I'm not looking good. Okay, so he started forming a belief behind it. Now he, every day he started to get a feedback like that. Okay, and he formed a belief, strong belief, that he is not good. Now once it became a conviction, they started to create an autopilot or not being a good. So that is called a self-fulfilling prophecy. That means that after he creates a conviction that he is not looking good, if you give him a very nice dress with a fancy whatever you want to give, he will jump on the mud, and so that he doesn't look good. And that is called a full self-fulfilling prophecy. So once belief become a conviction, then whatever the situation, he will prove that he doesn't look good. In the opposite way, like this, once you create a conviction that you are worthy of making money in autopilot, whatever situation you will make it, because your conviction is that you are rich. So you create that riches around you. If you don't see riches, okay, I need a strategy, I need to learn a strategy, I need to do something to make me rich. And that's how everything happens in this world. Those who know this secret, they are unstoppable. So if you want to be unstoppable, stick to Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is not only a trading academy, but also to create people so that they can create life. And there is a lot of changes also will come in the academy. If you are a lifetime member, you will see that there's a lot of planning going on, not only trading, so that we can create an identity of a trader, because trading psychology is a big part of trading. So yeah, that is when the identity created, when you create a conviction about something, either good or bad. So if you know the secret, you become a superhuman. Keep in mind, no matter who you are, what is your gender, what is your status, keep in mind that once you create a conviction, so if you see that your circumstances is not supporting or not being what you should be, then think about that, what is the conviction is creating this, and change that. It will flip the script, and you become the rich man, the successful man, or the big trader that you are dreaming for. You can become that trader because you have that ability to become that trader that you deserve. The only thing you need a conviction on your strategy and in your identity. Okay, so let's look at please USD CAD view. Look at it. How will I apply that examples of self-fulfilling prophecies? So thank you, Vince. Okay, we'll look at USD CAD and then I will go back to that answer. Okay, so USD CAD. Okay, looking at USD CAD. All right, so USD CAD, we opened the trade that almost nearly hit the stop loss but didn't do it. Now it came to the profit target. Okay, it's almost there. So it's almost there, which will in turn to a profitable trade, hopefully a little bit. Now looking at USD CAD, guys, it's a strongly bearish market. Okay, now very strongly bearish market, as you can see. Starting from here, there is a big move happen, correction. Now it is in another phase. So USD CAD, if you look at the weekly perspective, we see that a very strongly bearish. Okay, it will continue to drop USD CAD. What I think that it's gonna come back to this level at least. Okay, so yeah, that could be the situation um, yeah, so USD CAD, for me to sell again, we are running a trade already which is running in profit. In my account it's running in profit. I don't know if it went to very close to sell, but fortunately it came back. Some of you have closed, maybe, I don't know, but mine one is still running, so it's almost there. Okay, almost hitting the profit target. Now for again entering the trade on USD CAD, what I need is, what I think that because this is the last day of trading week, we will be waiting for a slow retracement. Probably best place would be this one, this previous support zone, which is turned resistance. Okay, and then from this support we can sell. So USD CAD is still highly bearish. Okay, look, going back to CHFJPY, some of you are asking. So CHFJPY, looking at 4 hour. Okay, parity 2. Okay, CHFJPY, okay, CHFJPY, I think that it's now forming a reversal probably, because it's a weekly perspective. Looking at monthly, weekly, daily. Okay, so to say something about CHFJPY, but I would say that don't do anything with this one. It's very volatile now. Okay, it's very volatile now, might come down further. Okay, on the daily, or it might just start to go up again, weekly, monthly. Okay, so CHFJPY, as I told you, is really unpredictable now. It's very strongly there is a big uprise. Now from here it may create an inverted head and shoulder and continue to go up, or this is the weekly candle. In the new trading week on CHFJP, if you look at the daily, see, this is the support on the daily on CHFJPY. Okay, now this daily candle is still not closed. It's very important how this daily candle is closing. For me at this point is still bearish. Okay, it might close the daily candle below and then could continue to go down again after grabbing liquidity. Okay, but as I told you, the candle closed now and I will not be doing anything at the moment. This is dodgy, is in fact could be a bullish candle. Okay, I'll not be doing anything. So long term bull, short term bear, so might find difficult to how the price action is moving. So we need to see candle close on the daily and then we can find out which way the market might be heading. Okay guys, so yeah, I'm just looking at all of them before I wrap up. Just we have seen a candle. AUD NZD has a bearish candle. Aussie CHF. Okay. So you see DXY is highly bearish. Euro GBP created, okay, Euro GBP might go up again and then could come back down again. Okay, so looking at daily, on the daily perspective, Euro GBP is bullish. Euro NZD, exactly as I expected, it did it. It crossed the daily high, tested the daily 20 MA, and then has rejected Euro NZD. What I think that Euro NZD might, Euro dollar, which is bullish, Euro CAD JPY, GBP AUD is bearish, so we are on a trade on GBP AUD as well, as you can see, which has formed another bearish candle. So GBP AUD we are on a trade, USD CAD we are on a trade, both are going in the direction. So GBP AUD, I'm pretty much sure that it will have a profitable trade unless we are very unlucky, which is running in profit. Very good. GBP CAD also, we closed here on the entry, but it could hit the profit target anyway. So we had quite a few trades, guys. Okay, GBP CHF looks like that it formed a bearish price action. Okay, yeah, it's nice looking bearish price action on GBP CHF. Looking at daily, yeah, it looks like that GBP CHF is doing exactly as expected. There is a head and shoulder on the daily. Okay, nice looking, has broken down today with this daily candle. The price in fact tested this neckline and closing as a bearish candle. So weekly perspective, you know, on the weekly bearish. So 4 hour also created a middleman. So GBP CHF created a nice looking downtrend, which is bearish. GBP, as you don't know yet what might happen. GBP NZD also created a nice looking bearish engulfer, which is a sign of strong bearish price action. Very strongly bearish on GBP NZD and GBP AUD. So we found a good trade on GBP AUD. I think that we could in fact extend the profit target on this one. I think that it will drop further. Okay, so yeah, that's the thing. Indices US30 and US100 is bullish, but there is no trade yet. NZD USD has formed a very strong bullish price action. Okay, monthly we might see, yeah, because USD getting weaker, NZD USD also strongly bullish, created a bullish candles, a bullish engulfer from this support. If this is not weekend, I could go long on this one, but it's weekend, so we are already running quite a few trade. USD CAD also formed a very strong bearish price action, including USD CHF. So all those USD pair, guys, is highly bearish. Okay, USD SGD, this is also nice looking bearish price action. You see there is a liquidity grab in it, form a bearish engulfer. Okay, so yeah, so looks like that we are on track and very good outcome on our trading. Thank you very much. And as I told you guys, if you wanna join us, and also, okay, Vince asked what moving average do you use, sir? The moving average that I use is 10 period and 20 period moving averages, exponential moving averages. So I have a question from you. The last one is, who will apply example of self-fulfilling prophecy, sir? Okay, so we discussed a lot on this one, and we'll come back again on Monday in this live trading session, guys. Hopefully that you enjoyed. This is weekend. I think that some of you also have some spend good time. So in the meantime, tomorrow I'll be releasing weekly forex forecast and also some educational content also this weekend. Make sure you stick till then, and also smash the like button, guys. I see only few likes. Everyone give a big like. I'll count 2 to 1, 201. Thank you very much. 201 or 210. smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. So with that said, I'm gonna wrap up this session, and this is weekend, so we'll keep observing the price action. And Monday morning is my favorite time, I mean in Sydney, Monday morning, where I open most of the trades. So if you wanna trade this with me, I'll invite you to visit the website, link in the description. I'll see you on the other side if you are there. Thank you very much, and see you soon tomorrow, Monday, twice every day, so that we can trade together, make money. Thank you.